Hello. Yes, so this is my very first video podcast to you. Yeah, it's a funny way of giving feedback, but because we don't have time in the classroom, then I thought that would be the easiest way for all of us, instead of me writing or trying to rush in the class. So let's start feedback on your songs and like a very general notes that all of you can think about. So first thing is that really think, where does your number start? At the moment, what I see and what is a technical problem, but also something that you haven't given a good thought about it, is that your numbers don't have very clear beginnings. You go, you give your papers to Phil, and then you walk on stage, and then Phil starts playing immediately, and it's not clear where the transformation happens. So I think you really have to give it a good thought about, technically, when does the transformation happen? Is it you who is giving papers to Phil, or is it somebody else that is doing for you, so that you can really get ready for your performance? And then really it's, what is the transformation? There should be very different worlds. One world how you are in a classroom, and the other one is when you're actually going into the world of your song, that really define, and what do you need actually this transformation to happen very clearly. And I don't mind at all if this transformation happens in a silence in front of us on stage, or you can do it backstage and then you walk on stage already in this world that you have created. But again, it has to be very clear, and we have to see that it's, yeah, we need to see your skills, that you're able to transform this space and world around you into something else, and you have to believe it. And if you believe it, then we as spectators can believe it as well. If you are like halfway there, then it unfortunately becomes only a singing class, where you, whoever you are, is singing one song. But that's not the point of this module. It's really about bringing your acting skills, your creative skills, and your singing all together. So you have to give it a thought that just singing is not enough, and you have to also act, transform yourself as a physical character and the world around you. I'm absolutely sure that totally makes sense. But you really have to push it and make it more clear for yourself. And the same happens actually with your endings, that you finish the song, and in the moment there is final note, you just lose entirely what you have just created. Give yourself a chance to really allow this moment to last for a couple of more moments. It's important to you that you finish it and you're really allowed to think, okay, that was the world, how, where am I now at the end of this? And also it gives for the audience a possibility to digest, to take a time to really let, oh, okay, that was that. So give it a couple of breaths, stand there and hold it. And then whatever way you walk away, it's up to you. But both in terms of beginning and in terms of ending, I wouldn't like to see this kind of apologetic way of, before you start, that you're apologetic about, oh my God, and the same goes with the ending, that you don't apologize. What happened, and you own it. So it's really your ownership about your performance. Doesn't matter how did it go, you just finish it, you hold it, and then you just leave the stage and giving space to someone else. So really framing your performance and creating a very strong world around you, and then allowing the audience to come into this world as well. Style is my next issue, that some of you are not quite define what the style of your performance is. It's somewhere halfway. So again, define it, and then just make it happen, that it is what it is. Yeah. If you're using other people, for example, Iga is using other people, Matt, you are using other people, that you again you build somehow that these people have to know what world you are creating, and what kind of style is it. You know, Iga, in your number, these women around you, are they icons? Are they just doing body shapes while being totally empty? Are they actually holding the emotions? Is it important at all? Where are you placed? Matt, same to you. You know, what are the characters, and how does the number start, and how you can relate to these other people around you. Again, what is the style? If it's a cabaret, you know, you have to push it. You have to make it an entertainment, yeah? So don't hold back. For example, Julia, you are giving a big entertainment number, but at the moment you're really holding back because you don't know your lines quite well yet. It's not precise enough, and that's why, you know, it's halfway there. You just rely on the structure of the music, but you as a performer doesn't reach to that level yet. So you really have to own it and really bring it on. I know that for some of you this kind of being a good entertainer is not your thing, but when you have chosen this kind of song, you have to go for it. So no halfway things. It's better try to go too far than not doing enough. Which leads to next issue is the character. Some of you still have this, it's me who is singing and pretending that I'm in this world. And I see a lot of yourselves there, that there is no transformation, the physical, mental, imaginative transformation. So again, is there a character or not? Is it you or not? And if it's a character, then what kind of person it is? Again, you have so many tools on how to transform yourselves, then use it. Yeah, if, I don't know, just use it. That you don't stay halfway there. It's like a little bit of you and a little bit of something trying, but, you know, can you transform so that we can't recognize them? Yeah, just, you know. And again, this is the class of physical performance and singing have to come together, so the physical transformation has to be much more clear. You have to take risks and really go for it. Costume, yeah, some of you have brought in some things that really help you define who your character is, giving a context and also helping with the physicality. Again, I'm not saying that you have to turn into this guy. It has to be like a costume show, but small items that you're not just showing up in your daily clothes and just doing something, but something that, you know, helps you. Even if it's a black shirt and black trousers, you know, it has to be something that you have given a thought and defined it. Yeah, George and Jeff, when you're doing your princess number, spoiled princess, again, is there one item or one prop that really helps you define your character? Is it a sword? Is it, I don't know, a jacket? Whatever it is, but, you know, it gives a little bit of flavor of your performance. And yeah, think of shoes as well. That it's not just barefoot, but, you know, you have to define who you are, where you are, and that gives you really information what kind of shoes you should be wearing. And believe me, shoes really define very clearly what you can do and how you are able to move. The physicality of your character becomes very distinct, but you have to give it a try. Yeah. Yes. Again, general note that you need to unit your piece. You have to know what the different parts of your song are and how you transform from one to another. You know, some numbers are very delicately and very tight and very busy in terms of the transformations. So you have to make it more clear and make it more precise. Some songs are not so clear. I mean, there are like bigger chunks of units. But again, go through your song and see how many different parts is there. Otherwise, it just becomes this kind of one big arch of one song. But because you're performing only one song, you have to divide it into different things. That's all your performance. And you have to show many aspects of this character, of this world, of this story, of this narrative. So don't don't make it this kind of very general thing that I'm just dancing and moving. You have to change. Your character has to change, because the things that you're talking about, there are many things that you're talking about, and don't make it like a general statement. Questions to ask, just again thinking, are you playing safe? Is it very comfortable? Are you challenging yourself physically, mentally, emotionally? Do you sweat your heart? Do you open your heart? Do you dare to go to places and use places that are not part of your social self? Do you dare to push it a little bit further than you would expect from this kind of singing class? Again, this kind of giving a thought and really defining what you are doing. So, like you do with your manifesto pieces, you have to have a clear vision what you would like to be creating. Also, thinking of what kind of effect do you want to have on your audience. So when you finish your song and you have this couple of moments of holding it, then what is it that you want your audience to feel? I'm not saying that you have to, that you have to define very clearly what your audience should feel, because probably not all of you want to create this kind of theatre, and definitely I don't support this kind of theatre that everything is told. But again, you have to know what kind of associations, feelings do you want to audience to have. Like we did this exercise that you show something, you close your eyes, and you remember certain moments. So define what are the moments that you want your audience to capture and really have, and then work towards creating these memories. But again, you have to think about it. You have to somehow connect. And again, some of you, while performing, you still contain it all in your bodies, that you're performing as if to yourself. And you have to really know that there is audience present, and you have to communicate. So the questions are you aware of audience's presence? For example, like Adrian does, that there are people and you directly communicate with people, you are aware that they're present. Are you ignoring that they're present, so you are in your own bubble, in your own world? Or whatever configurations are possible. But again, what is your relationship with the audience? I think it's something that you all can define as well. In terms of general stuff, I would only say that it would be great if you proposed an order in which you want to perform. That gives you just some kind of understanding how to prepare for your performance, and everybody knows that it's not so I jump off because nobody else did, and then you are not actually able to get ready for your own performance and prepare for it appropriately. So if you came up with some kind of order, you do logistics, who is helping you out, for example these chairs, for example Jody and Anne, when you need your chairs in certain position, who is doing it for you so that you could actually prepare for your performance rather than, or maybe it's part of your performance that you set chairs ready. Again, give it a thought, all the logistical stuff, how things get into one place to other place. If you want your audience to move, how should that happen? Is it you who is doing that, or maybe there is someone else who is actually helping you out by saying, and then again, when you have an order, who can take certain responsibilities for moving audience around or changing their set, and also giving papers to fill that he's ready to play. So I think in terms of general notes, that's it. And the next podcast number 2, is going to be more specific on your individual performances that I saw on Friday. Yeah? Okay, so good luck with that.